100,000 is such an insane number. It's enough to fill stadiums, enough to populate a small city, and it's been enough to change my life. My name is Oscar, and since I started this channel on October 17th, 2020, it's been the wildest ride. Of course, absolutely none of this would have been possible without the support, comments, feedback, and time of you guys, my viewers, so genuinely, thank you. Some of you guys have definitely gone above and beyond. The Claim Your Early Ticket guy, Team SpaceX, Ed, everyone who interacts in my Discord, race events, comment section, and those of you who helped me out with a bunch of stuff, so again, thank you. Now, showing my face in my videos is an extremely weird feeling, something I'm not used to at all, so bear with me. But anyways, on my Instagram, I asked you guys to drop some questions you'd like me to answer, so I've picked out a few that I can go over. Starting off, Vigo for some reason wants to know whether I prefer cats or dogs. So here in my family, we have a dog, and that's great, but when I eventually move out, I think I'd rather have a cat since it's a lot less maintenance, so to speak. How do I gain notoriety in sim racing that could lead to future real-life opportunities? Well, I feel like there's two main routes: esports, content creation, or most likely a mixture of the two. Now, assuming you want to drive in real life, you of course need to prove yourself by actually being fast, but you also need to build a following and develop a brand that companies will want to associate with in order to sponsor a drive. This is essentially what Jimmy and Steve have been able to do. Ultimately, what it will take is an extreme amount of time and effort, because trust me, nothing happens overnight. Now, I should have known that you guys were also going to ask a billion questions about the 4C that I showed in a video a few weeks ago. Yes, it's mine. I bought it earlier this year, and to me it represents the culmination of countless hours of hard work, passion, and dedication. The Alfa Romeo 4C has been a dream car of mine ever since I saw it on Need for Speed Most Wanted on PS Vita when I was a kid, and after literal years of saving and working practically non-stop, I was able to get it. In fact, nearly 4 years ago when I first started this channel, one of my earliest videos was of me driving an Alfa Romeo 4C on the Crew 2, and who would have known that this channel, among other things, would end up becoming the reason I would be able to realize that dream. So far, it's been everything I could have imagined and more, but let me know if you guys would want to see more of it on the channel. Natalie asks, what got you into sim racing and what's your dream car? My first experience was on the original Xbox on the first Forza Motorsport, which was released in 2005, I think. My dream car, it's funny because it's been consistently pretty much the same my whole life, and apart from the 4C, it's been a Ferrari 458. I think about that car on the daily, and here's a photo I took of it next to my 4C a few weeks ago. I also got a lot of questions about what I do on the day-to-day. As I think many of you know, I'm still a full-time student. I started this channel when I first started university, and I actually just graduated in May, but I do have another year to complete my master's degree. School takes up most of my weekdays, so on the weekends I work on OC Racing, and I'm actually still working for NASCAR, but that's more of a freelance thing for the time being until I graduate next year, and who knows, maybe I'll go full time. Doing all of this, of course, takes up a ton of time. I don't actually have like a proper social life, but I'm super happy doing what I do, so it is what it is. I love this question. What was your favorite thing you were able to do because of your YouTube channel? Now, there's a ton, but meeting a lot of you in the Sim Racing Expo last year would definitely be up there, along with driving a 458 competition in Canada thanks to Six Sigma Sim Racing. Oliver wants to know how many hours I spend on average per video. So considering that 99.9% of the videos on this channel are created entirely by me, with the time I spend setting up, testing, filming, editing, writing, publishing, and tons of other things in between, it averages between 20 to 40 hours per video. Jonathan asks, I just got iRacing, got any tips? I would recommend you watch my iRacing series, see what I do there, and do the exact opposite. With that, I think you should be fine.
You got a slow car on the left.
Hello. Oh, no. No. On that same subject, someone asked, what is your iRating and why is it so low? With regards to my iRating, let's not worry about that. And with regards to why it's so low... For what? Hurry up! Oh my god, I hate this game. it's because I simply don't have as much time as I would like to actually sit down and practice getting fast. I like to joke around by saying that if I spent my time practicing instead of editing, I could be an esports driver. We all know that's a lie, but that's irrelevant. Are you okay? I am, thanks for asking. How about you? And for the final question, what's something you strive to achieve in the near future? Well, honestly, I just want to keep making content that you guys like to watch and continue to have fun doing so. In terms of my personal life, I'm excited to be done with school in about a year, and then we'll see if I finally venture outside of my parents' basement. But anyways, with all of that said, I hope this video was at least interesting. I'm sure the face reveal was not worth the hype. But anyways, again, thank you all so much for 100,000 subscribers. And as always, thank you all for watching, stay safe, and have a fantastic rest of your day.